Good evening, I'm Tan Trung. Natalie has the evening off. A manhunt continues tonight after a college student in central Michigan reportedly shot and killed his parents on campus. Authorities are searching for 19-year-old James Davis Jr. Police say around 8:30 this morning he opened fire inside his dorm at Central Michigan University. The victims have been identified as James Davis Sr. and Diva Davis, the suspect's parents. Sources say the parents had come to pick him up for spring break. Locally, we're learning more about a Jefferson Parish man who's accused of killing his mother. Investigators say 21-year-old Chad McAvoy admitted to killing his mother yesterday afternoon inside of the family's home in the 4800 block of Loveland Street in Metairie. The Jefferson Parish coroner says 42-year-old Connie McAvoy died from a gunshot wound to the back.
She was a very loving, caring person. She helped everybody in the family.
Loved ones of Connie McAvoy said there had been tension in the family. Chad McAvoy was struggling to find work and his father reportedly wanted a divorce. McAvoy was booked on one count of second-degree murder. The two killings brings up the question, why would someone want to kill the person that gave them life? Carice Jackman spoke with a forensic psychiatrist and a criminologist about this issue. Carice?
Yeah, Ton, of course, we don't know exactly what led up to the deaths in Metairie and Michigan, but those we spoke with say it definitely brings up the conversation about what triggers a child to do something like this.
In less than 24 hours, two men each allegedly murdered the people who gave them life. One here in Metairie, the other in Michigan. Forensic psychologist Dr. Sarah DeLand says although we don't know specifically what triggered these two men, warning signs are often there.
Unfortunately, we've ended up with a number of people in the forensic mental health system who never came to mental health treatment until something bad like this happened.
While situations may differ, there are a few common factors.
One thing is that I run across the most intensely is somebody that has a mental illness, and they're psychotic. Mainly they get paranoid, and they think maybe their parents or those closest to them are trying to do something to them.
Substance abuse or abuse in the household could also play a role.
Sometimes we see that there's been a long history of abuse, and finally, they just snap.
Then there are times, Dr. DeLand says, where the suspect shows signs of irritability or withdrawal, no matter if they grew up rich, poor, black, or white.
It cuts across all socioeconomic boundaries. There may be different motivations, although if it's due to mental health or substance use, it doesn't really matter.
Dr. Ashraf Ismail, criminal justice professor at Dillard University, says this impulsive act of violence not only needs to be monitored, but discussed more.
That middle ground in terms of how to address this is something we have to deal with because we're seeing more of this and more shootings, whether it's young people and in general.
Statistics on kids committing violence against their parents are hard to find, but in a study 6 years ago, Kathleen Hyde, a criminology professor at the University of Southern Florida, published a book on the subject and found that on average, 5 parents are killed by their biological children in the United States every week. Ton?
Carice, thank you.